Most people are sleepwalking through a ruthless game, blindly following rules that keep them weak, manipulated, and stuck in a cycle of defeat. In the next 25 minutes, you'll awaken to become a dangerously sharp strategist who outsmarts everyone, using Machiavelli's 33 dark truths to dominate life's battlefield. Grounded in psychological research on power and human behavior, this isn't just insight. It's your ticket to invincibility. If you've ever felt like life's cheated you despite your best efforts, this flips the script entirely, because today you'll master the game others don't even see. Let's paint a picture you know too well. Have you ever been burned in a way that still stings? Maybe you poured your heart into a job, burning the midnight oil, giving everything you had, only to watch a cunning colleague steal the spotlight and snag the promotion you earned. Or perhaps you trusted a close friend with a deeply personal secret, believing in their loyalty, only to hear it twisted, spread, and used against you, leaving you exposed and humiliated. It's a gut punch, isn't it? That sinking, burning realization that you've been outmaneuvered, not because you lacked skill, effort, or integrity, but because you didn't know the real rules of the game. From childhood, society has conditioned us to believe that fairness, honesty, and kindness are the golden tickets to success, respect, and happiness. Think about it. Every fairy tale you watched growing up, every teacher who praised your good behavior, every motivational quote plastered across social media screams, "Do the right thing and you'll win." But here's the brutal truth. In the real world, fairness is a myth, a carefully crafted trap that leaves you vulnerable to those who play smarter, not harder. Those who thrive, the ones landing promotions, commanding unwavering loyalty in relationships, or effortlessly dominating. Social circles aren't following the same playbook you were taught. They're playing a different game, one of strategy, perception, and ruthless calculation. You're not failing because you're not good enough. You're failing because you're fighting with one hand tied behind your back, conditioned to prioritize others' needs while they prioritize their own gain. If you're sitting there, nodding, feeling the weight of those moments when you were outplayed, whether it's a lost opportunity at work, a betrayal in a relationship, or a hit to your confidence in a social setting, you're investing in the right place. This isn't about personal weakness or some inherent flaw in you. It's about systemic blindness, a societal setup that leaves good-hearted people like you vulnerable to those who wield power without hesitation. Stick with me, because we're about to tear down that conditioning, reveal Machiavelli's 33 dark truths about the game of life, and arm you with the tools to transform from a pawn into the master of the board, never to be outplayed again. To anchor this transformation, let's turn to Niccolo Machiavelli, the 16th century Italian strategist whose masterpiece, The Prince, didn't just reshape politics. It laid bare the raw, unfiltered mechanics of power that govern every human interaction, from corporate boardrooms to romantic relationships to casual conversations at a coffee shop. Machiavelli's insights aren't dusty relics. They're a timeless playbook for navigating life's battlefield, backed by modern psychological research like Robert Cialdini's Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion, which demonstrates how people are swayed by perceived scarcity and authority, and Stanley Milgram's Experiments on Obedience, which reveal why humans instinctively defer to strategic strength over blind fairness. The core truth: power isn't about brute force, loud aggression, or moral superiority. It's about perception, timing, and ruthless calculation. Universal patterns of human behavior that Machiavelli codified centuries ago. People, whether they admit it or not, respect those who project control, mystery, and strategic intent, not those who cling to fairness or transparency at their own expense. We're going to break this down into 3 actionable levels to make you dangerously smart. First, recognition, identifying the 33 dark truths that expose how others outplay you and where you're sabotaging yourself with outdated beliefs. Second, protection, building ironclad defenses with specific strategies to shield yourself from manipulation, betrayal, or being sidelined in life's game. Third, mastery, wielding these truths with precision to dominate any arena, ethically and effectively, making others orbit around your influence like planets around a star. This isn't abstract philosophy or feel-good motivational fluff. It's a practical, step-by-step system you can apply today, in your next work meeting, date, or social interaction, to shift the power dynamics decisively in your favor. Are you ready to see the game of life for what it really is and become the one who writes the rules? Let's dive into Machiavelli's 33 dark truths that will awaken your inner strategist. Let's start by unveiling the 33 dark truths from Machiavelli that expose the hidden dynamics of the game of life and where you're likely undermining yourself. Psychological research, like Daniel Kahneman's work on cognitive biases and decision-making, shows humans are wired to overestimate trust and fairness, making us easy prey for those who play ruthlessly. These truths, rooted in Machiavelli's The Prince and modern psychology, reveal the traps you're falling into and the strategies winners use to outmaneuver you. For clarity, I'll group them into key themes with vivid examples to spark those aha moments. Theme 1, Trust and Betrayal. Truths 1 to 5. Trust is a luxury, not a default. Machiavelli warned, men are so simple and yield so rare. Dilely to the wants of the moment. Most people trust too quickly, assuming others share their good intentions. Example, sharing your career strategy with a co-worker, only to find they've used it to impress the boss and steal your thunder. Everyone prioritizes themselves. People act in self-interest, even allies. Example, a friend who seems supportive may drop you when their own goals shift. Betrayal is inevitable. Loyalty is fleeting when stakes rise. Case study. Emma, a client, trusted her mentor with her startup pitch, only to see it repurposed by them. Words are weapons. Promises are often empty, used to manipulate. Example, a colleague's "I've got your back" often means nothing when their job is on the line. Assume deception. Most people hide their true motives. Example, a partner's flattery may mask their agenda to keep you compliant. Theme 2, Power and Perception. Truths 6 to 12. 6. Power loves scarcity. Cialdini's scarcity principle shows people value what's hard to get. Your constant availability, always saying yes, makes you a commodity. Example, Sarah, a manager I coached, was overlooked for leadership because she was too accessible. Net. Perception trumps reality. Machiavelli said, men judge by the eyes. Your actions matter less than how they're seen. Example, a confident but average colleague outshines a quiet high performer. Never reveal your full hand. Sharing plans or weaknesses hands others leverage. Example, announcing your business idea invites competitors to steal it. Weakness invites attack. Showing vulnerability, like admitting stress, signals prey. Example, telling a coworker you're overwhelmed prompts them to pile on more work. Authority is projected. Confidence, not competence, often wins. Example, a bold speaker in a meeting gets more respect than a shy expert. Teen, envy is a silent killer. Boasting success invites sabotage. Example, posting about a promotion triggers passive-aggressive moves from peers. Control the narrative. If you don't shape how others see you, they will. Example, a rumor about your work ethic spreads if you don't counter it early. Theme 3, Strategy and Timing. Truths 13 to 20. 13. Timing is everything. Acting too soon or late loses power. Example, confronting a boss during their stress peak backfires. Sure. Conflict is inevitable. Avoiding it signals weakness. Example, backing down in a debate lets others dominate. Know your enemies. Ignorance of rivals' motives leaves you vulnerable. Example, a colleague's friendly questions may probe for your weaknesses. Ask, adapt or perish. Clinging to rigid morals loses the game. Example, Refusing to negotiate leaves you outmaneuvered. Strike. First, subtly. Preemptive moves prevent attacks. Example, addressing a co-worker's mistake privately before they blame you. Allies are temporary. Even friends shift when interests change. Example, a loyal partner may leave for a better option. Exploit weakness. Others' flaws are your leverage. Example, a rival's overconfidence lets you outshine them with preparation. Patience is power. Waiting for the right moment maximizes impact. Example, delaying a pitch until the boss is receptive wins approval. Theme 4. Manipulation and influence. Truths 21, 27, 21. Flattery is a trap. People use praise to lower your guard. Example, a colleague's compliments may precede a favor request. 2. Guilt is a weapon. Others use it to control you. Example, a friend guilts you into helping, draining your time. 3. Silence is leverage. Saying less makes others reveal more. Example, pausing in a negotiation prompts the other side to offer better terms. 4. Fear over love. Machiavelli said, "It is better to be feared than loved." Respect often comes from strength, not kindness. Example, a firm boundary earns more respect than endless favors. 5. Divide and conquer. Pitting rivals against each other protects you. Example, highlighting two colleagues' conflicting ideas keeps them off your back. Manipulation is universal. Everyone manipulates, consciously or not. Example, a partner's tears may sway your decisions. 7. Control emotions. Emotional reactions signal weakness. Example, losing your cool in an argument hands others the upper hand. Theme 5. Survival and domination. Truths 28-33. 28. Survival requires ruthlessness. Hesitation loses to action. Example, waiting to address a rumor lets it spread. 9. Power is immoral. Morality doesn't win. Strategy does. Example, a fair colleague loses to a strategic one. Know your value. Undervaluing yourself invites exploitation. Example, accepting low pay signals you're dispensable. 1. Build a reputation. A strong image deters attacks. Example, being known as decisive prevents challenges. 2. Never be predictable. Predictability makes you a target. Example, always agreeing makes others take you for granted. 3. Win or lose, no middle. Life rewards winners, not participants. Example, half-hearted efforts in a project leave you overlooked. The aha moment. These truths reveal how your well-meaning habits, trusting blindly, being overly available, avoiding conflict, are costing you respect, opportunities, and power. Reflect. How many times have you trusted the wrong person, shared too much, or stayed silent to keep the peace, only to lose ground? That's the recognition shift, seeing the ruthless game of life others play while you've been following outdated fairy tale rules. Pattern interrupt. Are you starting to notice how these truths have shaped your losses, and how those who win don't play fair, but play smart? Now that you see the game, let's build an impenetrable fortress to protect yourself from these 33 truths, using Machiavelli's ruthless wisdom to shield your power. Protection starts with awareness. Notice when you're tempted to act against your interests, your urge to trust instantly, please everyone, or avoid tension. That's the trap springing. Here's how to counter each theme with specific research-backed strategies, ensuring you're never outplayed again. Trust and betrayal. Vet. Trust carefully. Before sharing sensitive info, test loyalty. If a colleague who asks about your project say, "It's coming along, any insights from your work?" This deflects while gathering their intent. A 2017 study in Social Psychology Quarterly shows selective trust builds stronger alliances. Mirror motives. Assume others act in self-interest. If a friend pushes for your help, ask, "What's in it for us both?" This ensures reciprocity. Anticipate betrayal. Protect secrets with vagueness. I'm exploring options instead of spilling plans. This prevents sabotage, as seen in Emma's case. Guard against promises. Don't take words at face value. If someone promises support, say, "Great, I'll follow up on that." This holds them accountable. Spot deception. Watch for inconsistencies in behavior. If a partner's flattery feels off, probe, "What's behind the kind words?" This exposes agendas. Power and perception. Limit availability. Don't instantly agree to favors. Say, "I'll check my schedule and confirm." Cialdini's scarcity principle shows this boosts your value. Curate your image. Dress sharply, speak with measured confidence, avoid oversharing emotions. Instead of venting stress, say, "I'm tackling challenges." This aligns with Machiavelli's visual judgment rule. Keep plans close. If asked about goals, say, "I'm working on something big, details soon." This protects from theft. Hide weakness. Redirect personal probes. Stressed? "I'm focused. How about you?" This preserves strength. Project authority. Speak decisively, even if unsure. Example. In a meeting, say, "Here's my take," not "I think." Deflect envy. Share success subtly. The team's win was huge, glad to contribute. This avoids rivals' sabotage. Shape the narrative. Counter rumors early. If a colleague questions your work, document contributions via email, just confirming my role in the project. Strategy and timing. Time actions wisely. Wait for the right moment. Address issues with a boss when they're calm, not stressed. Kahneman's research shows timing maximizes impact. Embrace conflict. Frame disagreements constructively. "I see your point. Here's why my approach works." Harvard negotiation studies show assertiveness boosts authority. No. Rivals. Observe colleagues' motives. If they probe, deflect. Interesting question. What's your angle? Stay flexible. Adapt to situations. If a deal feels unfair, negotiate. Let's find a win-win. Act preemptively. Address issues before they escalate. Example. Correct a co-worker's mistake privately before they blame you. Vet allies. Test loyalty with small tasks before big commitments. Example. Ask a friend for minor help to gauge reliability. Exploit flaws. Use others over confidence. If a rival brags, outshine them with quiet preparation. Practice patience. Delay reactions to gain leverage. Example. Wait a day to respond to a heated email for better control. Manipulation and influence. Resist flattery. If someone overpraises, say, "Appreciate it. What's the context?" This exposes motives. Deflect guilt. If guilt-tripped, mirror back. "I notice you lean on me a lot. What's up?" This shifts pressure. Use silence. Pause before answering tough questions. Research shows silence prompts others to reveal more. Inspire respect. Set firm boundaries. "I'm happy to help, but I need notice." This aligns with Machiavelli's fear over love principle. Divide rivals. Highlight conflicting interests subtly. Have you noticed how X and Y's plans clash? This keeps them distracted. Spot manipulation. Watch for emotional ploys like tears. Respond calmly. "Let's talk when we're both clear-headed." Control emotions. Stay composed in arguments. Example. If provoked, say, "Let's stick to facts," to maintain power. Survival and domination. Act ruthless. Esli. Address issues swiftly. If a rumor spreads, counter it immediately with facts. Embrace amorality. Focus on strategy over fairness. Example, negotiate hard for a raise, not hoping for goodwill. Know your worth. Demand fair compensation. My work drives results. Let's discuss value. Build reputation. Be known as decisive. Example, make quick, firm decisions in group settings. Stay unpredictable. Vary responses to avoid being read. Example, sometimes agree, sometimes push back. Aim to win. Commit fully to goals. Example, in a project, aim to lead, not just contribute. Apply these, and you'll see immediate results. People respect your boundaries, stop testing you, and treat you as a force. Try one tactic today. Delay a favor with, "I'll confirm later," or deflect a probe with a question. Watch others chase your approval. Pattern interrupt. What if protecting yourself doesn't make you cold? It makes you magnetic, commanding respect effortlessly. Now let's ascend to mastery, where you flip the game entirely, making others orbit your influence. Machiavelli advised, be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. Combine cunning and strength with these advanced techniques. Tactic 1. Strategic ambiguity. Share just enough to intrigue. Never expose. If asked about plans, say, "I'm brewing something big, details when it's ready." Cialdini's scarcity principle makes others pursue you. Example, in a networking event, this draws people in without revealing vulnerabilities. Tactic 2. Calculated alliances. Offer value to key players, a boss, partner, influencer, but tie it to your goals. Example, help a colleague with a project, then request their support on yours. Adam Grant's research in Give and Take shows selective generosity builds loyalty. Tactic 3. Outcome. Independence. Act as if approval is optional. In a negotiation, say, "I'm open, but it must align with my vision." In relationships, set standards. "I value us, but I'm balancing big goals. Let's align." This makes you the prize. Tactic 4. Frame power. Position yourself as indispensable. In a job interview, say, "I'm looking for a role to drive impact. What's the vision here?" This flips dynamics, making others sell to you. Tactic 5. Orchestrate perceptions. Subtly shape how others see you. Example, share a success story through a third party. "My team mentioned our win," to avoid envy while boosting status. Unlike the masses chasing validation, you're the enigma, untouchable yet approachable. Historical anchor. Machiavelli survived Renaissance courts by being indispensable yet unpredictable, making allies seek his favor. Apply this, and you're not just playing the game, you're rewriting its rules. Pattern interrupt. Imagine commanding a room with minimal effort, others hanging on your every move. What if this shift makes you the one everyone wants on the outplayed side? That's mastery, ruthless, ethical, and dangerously smart. Let's make this actionable with 3 scenarios showing the old you versus the new you. Workplace. Old you. Shares ideas openly in meetings, losing credit to cunning colleagues. New you. Tease your idea. "I'm working on a game changer, details soon." Then pitch privately to your boss. "Here's my plan to boost Q4 revenue." Outcome. You're seen as a visionary, earning promotions. Action. Delay sharing an idea today and present it strategically to a decision maker. Relationships. Old you. Avoids conflict to keep peace, losing respect. New you. When faced with a partner's demand, say, "I hear you. Let's find a solution that respects both our priorities." Outcome. Your partner values your strength, deepening the bond. Action. Deflect a demand with a constructive response and note their increased respect. Social settings. Old. You. Overly available, blending into the background. New you. Arrive sharp. Share a bold opinion sparingly. Exit early. Great vibe. I've got another commitment. Outcome. You're invited to exclusive circles as an intriguing figure. Action. Exit 1. Social interaction early today and track follow-up invites. Apply one tactic today. Delay a response, deflect a probe, or set a boundary, and watch respect shift in your favor. You'll feel the transformation from vulnerable to untouchable in real time. This knowledge is a double-edged sword, powerful enough to reshape your career, relationships, and social standing, but dangerous if misused. I'm sharing this as a shield to protect your goals, dignity, and influence, not a weapon to harm or exploit others for selfish gain. You're now part of an elite minority, the small percentage who see through the facade of fairness and navigate life's game with surgical precision. Ethically, use these truths to build stronger, more authentic relationships, advance your career without stepping on others, and create a life where you're respected for your strength, not exploited for your kindness. Machiavelli himself warned that unchecked power breeds enemies. Wield these truths responsibly, with a focus on creating value and lifting those around you while protecting yourself from the traps that ensnare the naive. Do this, and you'll never be a victim of the game again. You'll be its enlightened architect, commanding respect with every move. Take a deep breath and feel the shift inside you. You're not the same person who clicked play on this video. You're now the strategist who sees the hidden chessboard of life, sidestepping traps with ease and commanding outcomes with quiet, unshakable confidence. The world that once outplayed you, leaving you betrayed or overlooked. You own it now, dictating the terms with ruthless precision. To take this even further, check my next video on Machiavelli's hidden influence tactics, how to command any room. We'll end with this timeless Machiavelli quote to etch it into your mind. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. Go forth into your day, ruthless, protected, and dangerously smart, ready to shape your world with unmatched strategic power.